There are thinkers who try to rescue humanity from despair. And then there is Emil Cioran, a man who believed despair did not need saving at all. While most philosophies attempt to cure suffering with meaning, optimism, or moral reassurance, Cioran moved in the opposite direction. He asked a question few dare to face. What if hope itself is the problem? To Cioran, hope was not an innocent emotion. It was a subtle form of self-deception, a psychological anesthetic that dulled awareness and postponed life. Hope, he believed, keeps people emotionally alive just enough to endure existence, but never awake enough to truly confront it. It promises relief tomorrow, so that pain today can be tolerated. In that sense, hope becomes a contract with the future, one that quietly robs the present of its intensity. Cioran's philosophy was born from insomnia, exile, and relentless self-awareness. Night after night, unable to escape his thoughts, he learned what happens when distractions fall away, when silence becomes unavoidable, when the mind is forced to face itself without comfort. He did not seek transcendence in these moments. He sought honesty that what he found disturbed him and liberated him. He saw that much of human behavior is organized around avoiding despair rather than understanding it. Religion offers salvation. Ideology offers belonging. Progress offers promise. Therapy offers adjustment. Hope is the thread that binds them all together. It reassures the individual that suffering has direction, that pain is temporary, that meaning will eventually appear. But Cioran noticed something unsettling. The more people cling to hope, the less they live. They postpone their existence. They endure instead of inhabit. They become experts at waiting for conditions to improve, for clarity to arrive, for happiness to be justified. Not hope, in this sense, is not life-affirming. It is life-deferring. Cioran believed despair was more honest than hope, because despair does not lie. It does not promise. It does not explain. It strips existence down to what remains when illusions fall apart. And what remains, while terrifying, is real. Modern society, he argued, is structured to eliminate despair at all costs. Positivity is marketed as virtue. Sadness is treated as malfunction. Silence is filled with noise. People are taught to manage their pain, not understand it. But in avoiding despair, they also avoid depth. Cioran saw despair as lucidity, the moment when a person realizes that life offers no guarantees, no cosmic justice, no final resolution. This realization can crush the unprepared mind. But for those who endure it, something changes. Expectations dissolve. False hopes die. And in that psychological clearing, a strange freedom appears. He did not romanticize suffering. He simply refused to falsify it. In a world obsessed with improvement and optimism, Cioran's refusal felt offensive. But his offense was intentional. He believed comforting lies were more dangerous than painful truths. A society built on hope, he argued, becomes incapable of facing reality when hope fails. And hope always fails eventually. This is why Cioran's work feels so relevant today. Anxiety, burnout, and existential fatigue thrive in cultures that promise happiness but cannot deliver it. When people are told they should be fulfilled, their emptiness feels like personal failure. Hope turns into pressure. Cor and remove that pressure by removing the promise. Without hope, life does not collapse. It clarifies. You stop demanding meaning from existence and begin observing it. You stop bargaining with the future and start inhabiting the present. Life no longer needs to justify itself. It simply needs to be faced. This is not comfort, but it is honest. And honesty, for Cioran, was the highest form of dignity. To misunderstand Emil Cioran is easy. To read him casually is impossible. His writing does not guide. It confronts. He offers no system, no doctrine, no solution. Instead, he places the reader alone with their own awareness. And in that isolation, illusions begin to crack. Choran believed despair could become a form of liberation, not because despair feels good, but because it dissolves false attachments. When hope disappears, expectations collapse. And when expectations collapse, suffering loses its narrative. Pain is no longer interpreted as injustice or failure. It simply exists. This changes the relationship to life itself. Without hope, you are no longer living for something. You are living with something. With uncertainty. With fragility. With finitude. And paradoxically, this makes life more intense, not less. Moments become sharper. Time becomes heavier. Awareness deepens. CIORA often wrote about suicide, not to encourage it, but to explore the psychological boundary it represents. He believed the mere awareness that one could leave life at any moment created a strange form of freedom. It returned agency to the individual. Life was no longer an obligation. It was a choice repeatedly renewed. This did not make him nihilistic in the shallow sense. He did not deny experience. He denied illusion. His pessimism was not passive. It was active lucidity. He believed that once illusions fall away, a person can engage life without lies. Hope, in contrast, weakens resilience. It trains the mind to depend on external resolution. Despair forces internal confrontation. One waits. The other awakens. CIORAN did not seek to destroy joy. He believed joy becomes authentic only when it is no longer demanded. When happiness is expected, it becomes fragile. When it appears unexpectedly, without justification, it becomes real. His philosophy is not for everyone, and he knew that. He believed most people need illusion to survive. He did not condemn them for it, but he refused to participate in the lie himself. In an age of constant reassurance, Choran stands as a reminder that strength does not always come from optimism. Sometimes it comes from clarity. Sometimes it comes from standing alone with truth and refusing to look away. He did not ask us to love despair. He asked us to stop running from it, because within despair lies something hope cannot offer. Awareness without illusion. And awareness, once achieved, cannot be taken away.